Hey everybody, welcome to the Monday Reviews. Today we're reviewing the XCORTECH Mk3, the X3200 Chrono. So I've already got batteries in it. I've already kind of messed with it and used it just to kind of get myself familiar with it before I did this review. When you get your Chrono in, it's going to come in this box here. And it's a very robust box. So chances of it getting crushed or screwed up in transit are pretty low, which is really nice. On the side of the box, you've got a QR code here, which takes you to the manual for the actual unit, because it does not come with a manual. And I haven't done that yet, per se. I just kind of messed with the Chrono because I'm a little familiar with Chronos, but I will be going to that manual to get more in-depth later. It also comes in this plastic bag inside there, and then you do have this film on top of your screen. When I first pulled it out, I was like, man, this screen's kind of dull, kind of dim. Realized there was a film on there, took it off. I'm a knucklehead. Once you have it on there, it's actually quite clear once the film is off. And then, as you can see, I did 11 rounds out of my new SIG MCX from VFC. Average was about 319 with 2.8s. Very easy to program, very easy to use. I use two AA batteries back here. And it does have a small port for small USB, or micro USB, not a Type-C. But if you put rechargeable batteries in here, you could also charge it from the USB port, which is pretty great and a nice little touch. Pretty solid unit. The window for putting your barrel is actually quite a bit bigger than the older unit. There was a weird bezel here. They got rid of that. And then in the back, you have a much larger exit window versus the last model, which is a little smaller. And that is actually really nice because it avoids BBs getting trapped inside the unit, because over time, other people with the earlier model of this XCORTECH actually reported BBs getting stuck inside the unit, and they sound like little maracas, like shake them around. Shooting through this was really nice. It actually went with no issues. I didn't get any weird false reads or anything like that. So definitely the XCORTECH Mk3, the X3200 is a nice Chrono. On the bottom, it does have a serial number, which is kind of nice. So you can probably register it on their website, I'm assuming. I'll double check that, and I'll put it in the description below when I do, if that is something you can do. So if you are building your own kits, guns, and you're teching on them, or doing, even if it's just a quick change spring gun, like the SIG Virtus I have, and a few of my other guns that are quick change, it's nice to have a Chrono so you can check your FPS that you're getting out of your gun when you do pop in that spring. The VFC SIG gun does come with a extra spring, an M110, that you can swap in and out. Having a Chrono on hand is really nice, so you know that you are absolutely within your local field limits before you show up, so you don't have any surprises when you get there and finding out that, lo and behold, you are not within field limits and you can't play. Or now you have to rent a gun, or you have to do some sort of spring swap or whatever. So that is one reason why having a Chrono, even if you're not a big tech guy and you're not going to do a lot of internal work on your guns, having one of these is really useful. Overall, I'm very pleased with my purchase, and I can't wait to use this more often. I have a bunch of very old guns that I've had for a lot of years, and a lot of them have spent time in storage on and off, and traveling around the world with me in large containers and getting hot, cold. So some of them probably have a little bit of a FPS creep. More than a few have lost power over the years, and I didn't really know that they had lost power until I went to some local fields and tried to use them. So having this is going to be great to do some troubleshooting on my guns and find out which ones might need some TLC and a little extra work. Overall, that's all I got for you guys. Oh, sorry, don't mind the dogs barking in the background. And, well, actually, no, it's not. Let me show you something here. So if you do want to change your information on here, you can actually roll through the different speeds, by the way, using up and down for your rounds, because it holds round memory. Yeah, see, sorry, I wasn't done. I didn't realize that, which I think is kind of cool. So you can see my first shot was 316, second was 317, 18, 18, 19. That was a misfire, 20, 22, 19, 17, 19. So the average was 19. Kind of cool. If you do want to make any alterations to this or changes, you hit the power button, enter. It goes into your menu, and you can go through and you can change your ammo types. .2s. Right now it came factory set to 2s, 2.5s, and 4.3s. I changed that to 2.8 simply by going over to it and then hitting enter and then going over here and changing my weights. So very easy, very intuitive, and I like that. You hit enter again, your 6mm, of course, that's your caliber, and I could do the same thing here. I can hit enter and change these to 2.5s, and then go down here, hit enter, enter, and drop these down to .3s, because that's what the main 3 FPS or BB weights I use. Exit, and now I'm set to go in and just hot swap my BB weight that I want in the unit and go from there. Down here, your APO, it's a timeout window. So I'm going to set it to a 5-minute timeout. Hit OK. And then your units, you could set it for FPS or M/S. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's joule. And then here you got rounds per second, rounds per minute, I'm assuming, rate of fire. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then set this back to FPS. That's most of my fields aren't doing joule. And there you go. That's very easy to use. It's not hard. So yeah. All right. Now I'm done. Sorry about that false being done thing. Very easy unit to use. Very nicely made. Very robust. I am very glad I picked this up. And I'll put a link in the description below where I got it. I did get it from evike.com. I have no affiliation with evike.com whatsoever. And because I get a lot of stuff from them, so I'm sure some of you are probably wondering if Evike is sending me shit for free. No, they're not. I'm spending my hard-earned money. I just happen to be buying from them most often because they usually have shit in stock. It's really that simple. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this video. It's a little different. It's not a piece of kit or a gun, but it is a useful item for airsoft nonetheless. That's all I got, guys. Take care. I appreciate all the support and the new subs. Welcome. I'm creeping up to the 700 mark all of a sudden, and it's pretty cool, and I appreciate all of you. As always, LARP hard, play some airsoft, and even the sexy stuff, even the non-sexy stuff is still cool. See you in the next one.